howdy. So I'm working on an $85 arrangement, and they wanted something that was just kind of like bright and funky, very cheery. I don't often work with dendrobium orchids anymore, but I don't know, I'm feeling them coming back. So I wanted to show you when I'm doing an arrangement like this that has more linear elements to it, I will often start with like my base of greenery and the foliage, and I did a mix here with the salal, the huck, and the springeri just because it already had a lot of movement. So when I'm doing more of a linear arrangement, I'm going to start with foliage that lends itself to drawing lines. When I'm building an arrangement like this, I am really careful to pay attention to my flowers and the way that they are facing. So I like to look at especially my linear flowers like these bells of Ireland and the dendrobium orchids to see which direction they should be placed. Oftentimes I'll even do this first right after I've built out a nice supportive base with my foliage. So looking at this orchid here, I can already see that it's got a really graceful bend. So I'm not going to try to put him up in like a vertical direction in my arrangement because that's just going to be a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to let him go with his graceful line there. And also I'm noticing the way that it's facing. So this backside here is a little bare. So I think it's better to put him over on this side of my arrangement. And I will often pair an orchid like this with a soft linear foliage just to soften that backside of the orchid. Okay, let's look at another one, see what he's doing. So this is a nice stem. I could actually put him either way. He definitely is a little bit more upright than the first that we put over here. So I think because I already have one orchid and two bells, I'm going to balance out this side by adding him over here to make a pairing. Okay, like it. If you start with your line flowers, it makes a really clear roadmap for some of your mass and form blooms. Just adding in some Nina roses here. And I don't ever neglect my back. I want there to be plenty to look at on that side as well. I've got an Alstroemeria to add in. Put him down here, breaking the line of the container. And then lastly, I have some freesia that I'm going to be putting in. So I will look at the way they're facing as well. And I think he's wanting to come out this way. You notice I've built an implied line with these red mini carnations. And I'll go back and check my money. If I have any other money, I will probably build an additional implied line with the red mini carns. If I don't have any more money, then I'll just have to move around some other things in the arrangement already. Just like that. Okay, that's how I do it.